Hey guys, welcome back to Iso Glory Science Corner. Before we get started, I want to make one thing clear. Supplemental foods are great. However, never ever ever replace these terrestrial crustacean natural diet with supplemental foods. They're always going to need decaying plant matter, rotting wood, fungi, and especially leaf litter. So keep that in mind while watching this video. Alright, let's get started. First up, we have our common gray Porcilio scapers. Being one of the first isopods I've personally collected, and I'm sure many of you have, I was pretty surprised to see the results. It's pretty clear he wasn't all that interested, so maybe it's because it was in my hand. Still not all that interested. Here he comes again for a second glance, and he walks right past it. So it got me thinking. Maybe it was hard for the isopods to adjust to the light so quickly. So before calling the science experiment quits, I decided to give them all 15 minutes to adjust to the light. In the meantime, let's talk about blueberries. Did you know the United States is the world's largest producer of blueberries? So it's safe to say most isopods don't really come across blueberries in their natural habitat, which kind of explains why they aren't as enthusiastic as I would hope they would be. It's still pretty interesting to see how they react with a foreign food. Or maybe my isopods are just spoiled. Here we have our Porcilio leves, more specifically, dairy cow. This is after the 15-minute interval time for the isopods to adjust to the light. And what do you know? They're actually approaching the blueberry. So, could it have been the light all along? What do you guys think? Even with the time the isopods had to adjust with the light, I still noticed some of the springtails were not taking a liking to the blueberries. I thought maybe the texture wasn't ideal for them, but this next species proved me wrong. Here we have Cubaris, in other words, Panda King. This was immediately when I took the lid off. Look at how they're all over this blueberry. If you look closely, one little guy is literally in the blueberry. So I think it's safe to say that different colonies just have different preferences. Because when we look back at our dairy cows, this was also kind of surprising. I guess one guy has a sweet tooth. And the other guy is kind of just weird. Or different. Let's put different. The sweet tooth isopod and the different isopod is going to town on the blueberry, but for the rest of the colony, they're passing it up right now. As time progressed, I did notice some other isopods in the colony did not mind actually taking a little bite, but not as enthusiastic as our fellow panda kings. Our common woodlouse Pacilio scaber was still kind of picky and not open to the blueberry. They tried. They really did try. But I don't blame them for being picky. In conclusion, do I think isopods like blueberries? More so tolerate them. At the end of the day, they break down things in their enclosure. So maybe this was a way to just get rid of it faster. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know how your isopods reacted to blueberries in their enclosure. Thank you for tuning in for IsoGlory Science Corner. See you around in our next video.